Welcome back to The Unemployed Idiot, either the dumbest or most brilliant channel on all of YouTube. This is round 2 of the How to Build a Rally Car series where I'm turning my Mitsubishi 3000 GT into a sweet jumping rally car. Today I'm going to get rid of the worst steering wheel on earth, clean out all the inside, become a rapper, figure out how to attach the seat so I can drive to the shop and get my tires mounted, and weld for the first time ever. Let's get after it! I'm about 1 minute into cleaning out the car and I found some rap lyrics. We gotta read them. On the top and ahead of you game, we're what you lacking. But I ain't to blame, you wanted to kick us out to come up in the game and get the fame. I don't know why, you know, I'm always down to ride, but I guess you couldn't handle it. Cause I always manhandle your relishes. I kept you ass in check and you did the same to me, but you never respect cause and then a bunch of crossed out stuff. I'm worser than your pedo and co text whores. I'm leaving it up to you. What comes next? There's an ant farm. This is bad. This is gross. There's like 20 feet of speaker wire here. We just lost like 5 pounds out of this car. Check it out. I found a free ratchet. People leave the weirdest stuff in their cars. And it's the size that I need to take some of the stuff out. So that's ideal. This steering wheel truly is the worst. And for whatever reason, they mounted the turn signals like below the wheel. Gotta fix that. It's always a great idea to save the bolts when you're working on a project like this, even when you're stripping the car, because you never know when you're gonna be able to use them next. It just so happens that the bolts that held on that old ugly steering wheel will also hold on this turn signal stock. Just a regular simple wheel looks so much better. The car has been missing its driver's side mirror since I got it. The auto parts store didn't have a glass one that fit, but they had this plastic stuff that you just cut to the shape that you need. Figured I'd give it a shot, but it doesn't work that good. So somehow the holes for the seat mounting bracket ended up in the wrong place to mount the seat, so I have to drill new ones on the drill press. These seat brackets are really sketchy, but they'll work for now. I just need to mock something up so I can drive into the shop to get the tires mounted. New steering wheel looks great, but of course the idiot mounted it on sideways, and the mirror is worthless. New windshield and tires though, let's take it for a drive. Huge thanks to my buddy Josh Thurman for throwing these tires on for me. The GoPro didn't record any audio, so here's a dramatic recreation. Oh, stick my tongue out, it makes it go faster. It actually drives so much better having new tires and the proper sized wheel. Got rid of that 17-inch wheel. It grips on dirt so good. I'm so excited for this thing. So I never thought about this until recently, but all these cars are basically just sheet metal that's glued and tack welded together. So the entire point of this stitch welding thing is to rip off this glue that's probably not that strong, especially if it's 27 years old like this car, then weld along that seam to make it stronger. So when I'm jumping and landing hard, it's not gonna like flex and crack different stuff. That's the goal. I don't know if we're actually achieving it. I have no idea if my welds are good enough to actually hold up to anything, but it's been a good learning experience. Researching on YouTube, I found 2 techniques. There's either the weld 1 inch, leave an inch, weld an inch technique, but that's a little more advanced. I'm just doing the dot every inch or tack every inch, I don't know. I'm not an expert, I'm an idiot. So in the YouTube video I watched where they're prepping to stitch weld, they had an air-powered chisel to get rid of this seam sealer. For better or worse, the only place I could find one was Harbor Freight, and in typical Harbor Freight fashion, you have to go to 3 to find one in stock. Then I get it home and it seized. It doesn't work at all. It's supposed to go zzz, and there was no zzz. It just stood there. So instead, we're gonna try fire. Well, the fire works pretty good. We'll take that one. A lot to go though. That is hot and smelly and chemically and tiring. But it actually worked really well. Got all this weird rubber crap off of it. Now I just need to decide if I'm gonna go through and try and get it off every seam. My brother, who's an engineer, said to just try and weld through it. So maybe we'll give that an attempt. Left for a second to go grab the vacuum and came back in, and the fumes are so bad. I guess I was just used to it while I was doing it, but breathed in some chemicals there. That was not good. Let's get it cleaned up. Probably need to connect the vacuum before it will work. So we're getting there with the cleanup, but I'm gonna give welding a try. It's about time I figure this stuff out. So I got it all cleaned up with acetone, and now I have to mark every 1 inch, and then we'll just do a little tack weld every 1 inch. Sharpie came with the car. All right, it's almost welding time. Let's open this sucker up. So this is just another Harbor Freight find. I did get it on Craigslist for a little cheaper, $100 for the welder and the mask. And these handy gloves. Normally we don't read instructions, but for welding I think we better. So a normal person might take a course, practice on scrap for days or longer, get it perfect, and then dive into their project. But not at the Unemployed Idiot, we just go for it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I welded one time in shop class when I was like 15, which was a long time ago, and it was not this type of welding. So I've never done whatever you call this. I don't know if it's technically MIG or just wire feed. I don't know anything. What could go wrong? I tried reading the instructions, but I couldn't really comprehend any of it, so I'm just gonna go for it, see what happens. With the mask on, I can't see any of the marks I marked. That's not good. Wish me luck. Nothing happened. It didn't work. Nothing happened. So I grinded away the paint. We'll try it straight on bare metal. Woo! All right. Well, that was it. I welded. No, not really. It scared me. All right. Now let's weld. Alright, well that's the thing. It needs to be completely bare metal. That's why it wasn't working before. So that's 3 welds down, a lot of wire brushing and welding to go. I'm a welder! But now I gotta be a grinder and grind the paint off all of these seams. That is gonna take forever. Got most of it scraped. Oh man, that is exhausting. I'm covered in junk too. But now we gotta get back to welding. This thing better last more than 2 jumps. I'm gonna be so pissed if it breaks after 1 or 2 jumps. It is going surprisingly well though, for how little I know about welding. I'm just kind of winging it, and it seems to be working. Look at that, I'm a welder! Is it perfect? Nope. Am I a perfectionist? Nope. I'm an idiot. It'll do. Still a bit more to do, but I'm going to take a little break. My back is killing me, and I'm going to straighten out this steering wheel, and while I have it off, I'm going to go ahead and make a little center cap to cover that little ugly piece in the middle. Found this random piece of carbon fiber in the garage, so I thought it'd be perfect to cut into a circle and have as the center cap of my steering wheel. I think these scissors will cut carbon fiber, but I don't know. Alright, remember it doesn't have to be perfect because it's just going in the steering thing like that. Not bad. That's pretty sick looking actually. Pumped. That was like 2 minutes. Hopefully this liquid nails isn't a bad idea. It'll just hold it in the little circle. Woo! It worked. That's awesome. That's gonna look so good. Look at that. That looks freaking awesome. Nice. For 2 minutes of... Oh, shoot. Don't touch it. It's... Just, oh, fuck. I messed it up. The idiot strikes again. All right, back to welding. Well, we had a minor fire while we were welding. Whew, suddenly it started feeling really warm. And I look over and one of the rags that I had used to clean with turpentine was ablaze. I didn't get it on camera. Whew, that was a little intense.